group of investors together to buy this 15-story office building. And we had managed it since 2007, so I knew the asset really, really well, and I loved its position in the marketplace. It's right in the heart of the old market. I knew there was going to be some renovations to the park, the Jean Leahy Mall, and it just had unobstructed views in all directions and floor-to-ceiling glass, and I just thought it was a really, really great building.
Well, my husband was in love with the Landmark building for years and managed the property with his company, and came home one day and told me that we were going to open a hotel. So, of course, shock and awe, right? And I said, what business do we have opening a hotel? However, I'm up for an adventure, so we took it on, and now here we are.
The building would allow for a luxury experience like Omaha didn't have. And so we needed to make sure that the flag, if we were ever going to partner with a brand, reached that elevated status. So we started looking at all of the brands and arrived at the Autograph Collection, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful decision.
The best part, I think, to me from Marriott Autograph Collection is that each individual hotel is exactly like nothing else. So that's their tagline. That's the goal, is you create something from the ground up that is your own personality, your own story, and you can evolve that in whatever direction that takes. And so that was really exciting because we wanted to do something that was unique and special.
When you decide to do a hotel of this magnitude and an autograph collection, you have to build a brand story. The process that we went through was really, really interesting because the building had no story. A lot of autograph collections have a historical building or real estate story sort of baked in, and we didn't have that. It was a modern building at the time when it was delivered in 1991. Today, it's just a glass building. So we really had to manufacture a story from scratch. And I remember being in Chicago in this conference room and going through 7 different branding stories. And a couple of them centered around sort of the building shape and where it was, the location that it was in the community. But we were really passionate about the one that just took it to a broader level, and all of the team in that conference room had spent several weeks in Omaha exploring the city. They just gushed about their experience in Omaha, how the cultural offerings were so rich, how the people were so nice, how it was just surprisingly sophisticated. I said, that's it. That's what we want to capture in this hotel. We want people to experience their experience in the hotel to be just like what we hear all the time about Omaha.
I think, Omaha started here as a fur trading station. Basically, the railroad really brought Omaha to life, and that's kind of the reason that the city developed like it did and became, more of a metropolitan area. And so we wanted to pull in a little bit of that history. We've incorporated names of some of those characters into the hotel story. And so a little bit of railroad, a little bit of, the history, and then just a lot of kind of natural elements and things that are very kind of specific to the plains. So we've got things about the Missouri River in our carpets in the hallways. We've got, there's just a lot of little interesting tidbits that connect us and are part of the inspiration for what we did here.
Omaha has always been on the forefront, right, on the frontier. So, we wanted this to really be forward-looking, forward-facing as well. So we tip our cap to the history, but Omaha has always been incredibly entrepreneurial and progressive, and so we needed to make sure that the hotel expressed that as well. One thing that we did, if you zoom the plane up 30,000 feet, is we knew this was going to be a really business travel-centric hotel. And so our entrance, being where it is again sophisticated. It's got the park with beautiful landscaping, etc. And our lobby, continues with that theme with the lobby bar, and then we have our full service restaurant, Dynamite, which is a sophisticated experience from a cuisine to service level, etc. And then as you migrate back towards the south part of the building where Harney Street is, and you start interacting with the old market, we wanted to put an establishment that was a little more fun, sophisticated still, but where the fun starts to happen as you head to the back door, quote unquote.
It is very living room feeling, I believe. And I've heard that from many a guest saying, gosh, it's just so comfortable here. I feel like I've always been here. Like it's been really fun to kind of be the new guy, but then have people say, gosh, I feel like, I've been coming here for years. So it's an interesting dynamic, and one that, we honestly, when you're creating something like this, you really don't know exactly how it's going to be perceived or received. And the reception has been just mind-boggling because people are so appreciative of it.
Yeah, I love the living room comment because we wanted it to feel like that. And I love the way the energy morphs throughout the day. If you come down there in the morning, you see people, hotel guests, drinking coffee on their laptops, maybe having a phone call. And then throughout the day, that energy just kind of builds. And then you might have an event on the second floor that spills down around 4 o'clock, and the place fills up, and the energy just takes it up a notch, and then slides right into your dynamite experience. So just like your living room at home, it functions in a myriad of ways, and we couldn't have predicted how great it is. As I look to the future, I have no idea what it's going to look like and what service offerings. We've got this culture right now where we're constantly trying to innovate and enhance the experience in new ways. And, that's just going to build beyond anything we could have dreamed up.